sports. Welcome to Paradise, Honolulu, Hawaii, the site of the annual tradition of bowl season, the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Jaguars' offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
A first down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's great. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you...
And that pass picked off, bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just started rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The Jaguars want to crank the tempo. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Navy searching for a 4th down conversion. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going to take off. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Leaves it with the back. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reese. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. From the red zone, looking for a man. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman! They'll line up to go for 2. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that ball is picked off.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Jaguars in the hurry up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. No huddle here for the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Still running at the 40. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll try to get it in with the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Swings it out to the flat. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 3rd and goal coming up here. Back to throw, it's Addison. Looking to the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
It is the great equalizer. A way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires it down the seam. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Jaguars racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. The Jaguars send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Navy offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it.
Afterburners coming. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
The give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Navy.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Run in the red zone, it's Graham. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's dragged down. It's still 3rd and goal. He'll set up to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Navy! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to pass. It's Addison. Got the quick pass. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's caught. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about drawing a plum assignment. A 1st half spent in paradise, and in many ways this Hawaii Bowl has lived up to expectations. An entertaining 1st half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Hawaii Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with a foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Off play action. They're trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On second down, they'll take to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, midshipman! And the punishment has been extended.
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Alabama, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made after the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Tackled after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Jaguars line it up with a 1st and goal. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Crispin. Headed to the end zone.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Navy offense. The lone back's got it. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He wants to throw here on second down. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They want that clock to run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He finds his man, and he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll give it to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. We sensed a great deal of